there is a moment when you become so present that your awareness, your attention locks in and you see your future. Not because it's some preordained or predestined point on the horizon, but rather it's because you are the creator of your reality. And this feeling, this sense, this experience is so tangibly known to be your future, your reality, by the way that your body and your energetic system responds to it, right? By the way that you experience it. And the key to this is focus. It is concentration. Because we seemingly can be distracted by external things, noises, appearances, distractions, all these arising and passing phenomenon. But when you look closely, again, when you come into this moment of pure presence, you know tangibly that none of these are apart from your awareness. So you are the creator of these too. And every time that you give your attention to something outside of yourself, you're not only creating that as your experience, but you're allowing yourself to come out of center or out of alignment with the true desire that emerges out of that presence of being fully locked in here and now, which is then what you see to be your future, which feels incredible. It feels exhilarating. It feels illuminating, enlightening, empowering. So the key here really is focus, to focus your attention, to focus your energy, to become so present that what emerges comes from the depths of your soul. And until then, you just say no thank you to everything else. Maybe you feel some contractions in your body. Maybe you have some pesky thoughts. Maybe you have some difficult emotions that are moving. None of these need to be denied or suppressed or controlled, but they can simply just be responded to with no thank you. No thank you. Just keep coming back into this present moment. And if you were to do this, maybe even do this right now as I'm speaking to you, if you were to do this, you'll notice that it becomes easier and easier to lock in to that pure 0 point of awareness, where everything is, and you are. And in that, you are the creator. And you know this tangibly. And so anything that comes up in that recognition is simply something that you've been holding on to, something you've been buying into, something that you've been believing in, that is coming up to get your attention, to try to get you to buy back into that reality. But you need not buy back into it. You can simply acknowledge it, understand that that's the case, that it is an echo of the past, wanting your attention, wanting you to give it validity, for otherwise it cannot exist in your experience. It cannot exist. So your attention is the key. It is the source of everything that you create and experience, everything that you feel, everything that you are is a product of your attention, rather. And then it is your intention that allows the energy to flow into that reality. And so you see this future that becomes so prominent and prevalent in that moment of presence is only waiting for your energetic investment. You see, the attention is on that version of you, that reality, that timeline, that future, right? That vision. Your attention is on that vision. And this is not just a wishful thought. This is a whole body knowing. It is a full experiential vision. And then all that's really needed from that point of attention is your intention to get behind it, to be fully in alignment with it. And if you've been following me for more than 8 or 9 months or so, you might recognize this environment, because I'm now back in Bali. And when I first came here about 12 months ago, almost to the day, this is really where so much of this journey for me began. And I remember sitting right here, doing exactly what I'm talking about right now. And over those 12 months, I cannot describe the number of lifetimes that I have lived, the places that I've been, the people that I have met, everything that I've created, that I've stepped into, all that I've received. I don't even recognize myself sitting on the porch of this little cottage in Bali. It's incredible what happens when you allow yourself day in and day out to come back to that 0 point, to allow that true vision to emerge, to align yourself fully with that, and to watch it unfold through your inspired actions. And the thing is, there is fear, there is doubt, there is insecurity, there are pockets of shame and guilt and everything that gets to come to the surface, to be released in this process, because this is what I was talking about a minute ago, right? These little obstacles that are holding us back from our vision. And you will truly not be able to get there, to be able to manifest that without moving through these hidden, concealed pockets of lower density vibrational frequencies, feelings within you. It is your past coming to the surface. It is your unconscious being made conscious. And the more courage you have in doing that and acting more faithfully than fearfully, by stepping into that reality with courage, by trusting yourself, by moving into the unseen, into the unknown, by acting in unpredictable ways, unpredictable in relationship to your old self, the patterns of your old self, the familiar ways of being, right? All that predictability, linearity, that's that pattern, that construct of your self-concept, which is the only true obstacle. It is just your attachment and identification with who you think you are that keeps you in the experience of what you know. But in that 0 point moment where that future becomes so real, just as real, even more real than this moment in terms of your experience, then it's done. And now all that's needed is for you to remain in alignment with that, in your attention, your intention, and to be willing to meet what comes up along the way that is simply just needed to be let go of. Seen, understood, accepted, and released. Because everything that is for you will come to you effortlessly when you're not holding on to things that are arguing against it, resisting that future. That's as simple and as intelligent as this really all is. It's that everything that wants to come into your life, it's already coming into your life. It's just that we have many ways, subtly, that we're resisting that from being here now. And that is the shame, that is the guilt, that is the fear. That are these lower vibrational frequencies that just block our perception from realizing, experiencing it here and now. And again, when I sat on this porch all those months ago, knowing without a doubt, not because it was predestined, but because I could feel it, because I was choosing for it, because I had determined myself with the courage, with the willingness to face everything that would come up in the meantime. And in the last 12 months, if you've been following me, and if you haven't, I mean, I think I went from 5,000 subscribers to over 33,000 subscribers. I have met countless beautiful people like you. I have worked with hundreds of individuals. I have hosted dozens of group experiences, among which I'm more than halfway through a 12-week mentorship right now, which I will be starting another one in a few weeks. So if you're interested in that, comment creator down below and I'll send you the early bird access and the initial information as to what this experience is going to be like, because it is absolutely incredible to be a part of this. So if you're interested in that, comment creator down below. And we're also right in the midst of this wildly rich immersion right now, which is a part of the reason why I'm back in Bali, is to change up my environments, to reconnect with my roots, to really step into that version of me, which is next level, right? Which is unknown, which is even scary, right? It's confrontational, it's vulnerable. And in that, there is pure magic that comes up. And this is the essence of being wildly rich. It really doesn't have that much to do with money. Money is just a symbol, it's an effect of being wildly rich. And to know that you're the creator, to come into this 0 point where you tangibly know that anything is possible and that you are the creator, that is being wildly rich, because nothing is off limits to you. I hope you can feel this. And I hope you give yourself permission to let go of the seeming external world, to reclaim your attention, your energy, and to be the creator of your reality. It is your birthright. I love you.